Hello students, we are going to revise Chapter 5, The Rebellion of 1857. This chapter is of history. We are going to discuss the long question answers first. First long question is, why did Bahadur Shah Zafar impacted on the rebellion? Means what impact the Bahadur Shah Zafar has on rebellion and mainly on the people and the princes. So we are starting the question. Rebellious soldiers proclaimed means they said that this aged and powerless ruler Bahadur Shah is the emperor of India. Delhi became the center of the great revolt and Bahadur Shah became the great symbol of this revolt. He was the last Mughal king, so he was given the leadership of the country. He was the last Mughal king. He was given the leadership of the country and he was recognized that for a longer period of time his dynasty is going to run. He has made a symbol in the Indians' political unity. So that's why he was the last Mughal ruler to the leadership of the country, because he made it a symbol of Indian political unity because of his dynasty, because of his rule. With this act, Sepoys transformed mutiny of soldiers into a revolutionary war. Now the Sepoys said that this mutiny of soldiers, we will convert it into a revolutionary war. Generally, this word means, mutiny means an open rebellion against the authority. So Sepoys, they transformed the mutiny of soldiers into a revolutionary war. This rebellious Sepoys, they turned towards Delhi. Now they started going to Delhi and all the Indian chiefs, they took part in the revolt. They were very hastened. Hastened means they were doing the work very fast to proclaim their loyalty towards the Mughal emperor. They want to do everything very fast that they can prove their loyalty towards the Mughal emperor. So the rebellious soldiers, they turned towards Delhi and all the Indian chiefs, they took part in this revolt. Bahadur Shah means these sepoy forced the Bahadur Shah that he should write a letter to all the Indian chiefs and the rulers of India, and he used to urge them to organize a confederacy. So sepoys forced Bahadur Shah that he should write a letter to all the chiefs and all the rulers of the India, urging them to organize a confederacy of Indian states that they can fight against the British rulers, that they should replace the British rule. So for that, Bahadur Shah were forced to write a letter to all the Indian chiefs and all the rulers, okay, to drive the Britishers out of the country. Next question is, discuss the result of the revolt of 1857 on British policies in India. You know, a new act passed. This act was passed by British Parliament in 1858. Okay, a new act was passed in 1858 by the British Parliament. Powers of East India Company were transferred to the British Crown. Okay, the East India Company power now transferred to the British Crown. Board of Control Court of Directors. Kindly learn it properly. Board of Control and the Court of Directors, they were replaced and given another name, that was Secretary of State for Indian Affairs. This Board of Control and Court of Directors, they were replaced to the Secretary of State for Indian Affairs. The Governor General, earlier they were used to call Governor General, he was given the title of Viceroy, means personal representative of the Crown, Viceroy. Ruling princes, now they were assured that there should be no annexation of the territory, no adding of the territory. They acknowledged the British Queen as their sovereign. Now the British Queen is the main sovereign. She is having the ultimate power, the supreme power is in the hands of the British Queen. The army was recognized. The number of European soldiers, they were increased. Why the number of European soldiers were increased? To actually prevent the further or future revolts, that there should not be future revolts. So they increased the numbers of soldiers. Instead of recruiting, they have not recruited the soldiers from Awadh, Bihar, Central and South India. Now they are not recruiting the soldiers from Awadh, Bihar, Central and South India. The soldiers were recruited among Gurkhas, Sikhs and Pathans. Okay, the rulers means the soldiers were recruited from Gurak, Sikhs and Pathans. They became the soldiers. Not they recruited the soldiers from Awadh, Bihar, Central India or South India. Okay, the number of soldiers they used to increase because they want to prevent any future revolt against them. Last question of long is, the great leader of the revolt of 1857, they laid down their lives because certain values were very dear to them. Which values, in your opinion, were supported and cherished by those leaders? See, many great leaders participated in the revolt of 1857. They laid down their lives because they were against the imperialism and colonialism. They don't want that Britishers should rule their country. They want to see their own country as a sovereign nation. Okay, sovereign nation means independent of everything. They are not under control of any ruler or any country. That is the sovereign means. They want to see their country as a sovereign country where all people can enjoy the freedom, the liberty, the equality. So the soldiers revolted. They want to see that in their country, so their country becomes sovereign, that everybody should give an equal rights. They should get freedom. They should get liberty of doing the things. The revolt of 1857, that's why it is widely called the first war of Indian independence. Okay, I hope you understand the 3 points we did in this. Many great leaders, they laid down their life in 1857 revolt. Why? Because they were against the imperialism and against the colonialism. Second point I did, that they wanted to see their own country as a sovereign nation, which is free from any other country's rule, that no other country is ruling them. They want to see their country as a sovereign, that where the freedom is given to the people, equality is given to the people, liberty is given to the people. Third point is, this 1857 revolt is widely called First War of Indian Independence. Okay, now we are going to discuss the short question answers. Why did Nana Sahib, this is the short question answer we are going to discuss. Why did Nana Sahib earn the title of the villain of the revolt? Why he is called the villain of the revolt? Because when the revolt of 1857 was going on, he did a deceitful act. Okay, he gave, actually we can say he betrayed. He tarnished by the deceitful act of Nana Sahib soldiers. This revolt tarnished, okay, it got over, okay, Indians could not become independent because of the deceitful act. The Nana Sahib soldiers betrayed Indians. How? He had promised Britishers safe passage in 40 boats from Ghats to Allahabad. He said that I'll give you 40 boats. In the 40 boats, the Britishers can go safely from here to Allahabad. Boats were just about to leave. The sepoys fired at them and killed many women and children. What happened? What was Nana Sahib soldiers' deceitful act, which tarnished the revolt of 1857? He promised Britishers a safe passage in 40 boats from Ghats to Allahabad. So when the boats were about to leave, the sepoys fired at them. So many women and children were being killed at that time. 4 occupants which escaped from the boat to tell this tragic story. One survivor, Thompson, said that English had first fired at the boatmen. First the English has fired at the boatmen to provoke them. In the London Times on 31st August 1857, painting of Nana Sahib came, where the painting said that he is the villain of the revolt. Okay, they painted Nana Sahib as the villain of the revolt of 1857. Second question is, what happened to when the East India Company rule came to an end? See, when East India rule came to an end, the British Parliament passed a new Act 1858. I told you, according to this, East India Company powers were transferred to the British Crown. Just now we did this. The British Parliament, they passed a new act, that is 1858. According to it, the power of the East India Company was transferred to the British Crown. Third question, list the 3 reforms, the changes that were introduced by the Britishers. Okay, the British government guaranteed full religious freedom to the people of India. You can follow any religion. full religious freedom to the people of India. Second change, they proclaimed that Indians can be appointed in the British government higher post if they are qualified without any discrimination of caste, color, creed or place of birth. That Indians can be appointed. They proclaim that Indians would be appointed the higher post if they are qualified, okay, if they are qualified without any discrimination of caste, color, creed or place of birth. No further extra territory would be added under British Empire. No extra territory would be added under British Empire. These three reforms were introduced by the Britishers. Why were the Indian sepoys disconnected with the Britishers? Why they were not satisfied with the Britishers? Okay, I tell you why. The Indian sepoys, they regarded their pay, allowance, condition of service. Okay, they didn't like the Britishers, how the Britishers used to pay them, what the allowances and the conditions of the sepoys. They resented British regulations banning beards. Okay, British now banned beards. Now Britishers said caste marks, use of caste marks, replacement of turbans with the leather caps, many things happened. Now they said you cannot have beard. Okay, remove your beard. Okay, use of caste marks they were doing, and they used to tell now you will not wear the turban, you will wear the leather cap as a sepoy. The sepoy resented, okay, having to travel beyond Indian frontiers in violation of social caste system, social taboos, that is social caste system, to fight wars for the British. So they are saying the sepoys resented that they will not travel abroad. They will not travel beyond India frontiers in violation of social taboos, that are social caste and social system, traditional system will be destroyed. They don't want to fight the war for the Britishers. The sepoys mutinied. Mutinied means now they did open rebellion against the authorities in 1806 at Vellore, at Barakpur in 1824 and in 1844 on the questions of salaries, because the relation of the Britishers and sepoys were not going good. Okay, first the sepoys were not satisfied for the allowances paid to them, the conditions they were living in, the pay used to give them Britishers. Second thing, they were not satisfied when they banned the beards. They said don't wear the turban, wear the leather cap, and they were using the caste marks at that time. Third thing, the sepoys resented that we will not travel abroad for you people to fight the wars for you. Okay, we will not violate our social traditional system. Fourth thing, the sepoys mutinied in 1806. Mutiny means they started an open rebellion against the authority in 1806 at Vellore, Barakpur in 1824 and in 1844 on the question of the salary. Who was asked to take up the leadership of the revolt? See, Bahadur Shah Zafar was asked to take the leadership of the revolt. That's why we have discussed in the long question answer. Who took the leadership? Who was asked to took the leadership? Bahadur Shah Zafar was asked to take the leadership of the revolt. This was your question answers. Kindly do it very carefully. Okay, understand the concept. First do the long question answers, because your shorts, many short answers are from that only. So properly learn it. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.